Well, hello. It is Sarah Jane from Access Your True Nature. And I have been asked by many of you what is going on, if I have any news around the plight of Mufasa and his companion, Suraya, the two of many white lions that so many we don't even know are being slaughtered for the lion bone industry, for trophy hunting, and now with CITES lifting the ban on trophy hunting elephants and rhinos being driven almost to extinction, along with so many of the other great sentients. I wanted to just offer you to take some time, if you're listening to this live with me now, and you can push pause on the world and join me in this guided meditation to meet these very lion-hearted leaders, Mufasa and Suraya. I invite you to do that with me now, or to come back to this later on when you do have time. Probably take about maybe 10 or 15 minutes just to connect and to also hold space for an elephant at the Johannesburg Zoo who has lost her lifelong partner and is grieving, just as we are grieving at the state of the world. And that these times are really calling us, as are the sentient beings, to serve in every way that we possibly can, to find a way to heal our own internal brokenness that's becoming so visible in the state of the planet and the way that we are treating other animals, and how we can just slow down and return to our hearts, return to being one with nature, because we are part of nature. And the messages that I received from Mufasa, from Cecil, from many of the lions that are now returned to Africa, in Imoya, in Sandwild and sanctuaries around South Africa and the world. To consuming. Stop using up all the resources of the earth, to stop treating animals as revenue streams, as to stay separate. That they, just like us, are living, breathing, feeling sentient beings who deserve to be treated. A world that I dream of, where all life is treated with mindful regard and great reverence for the wisdom that they carry and the lessons that they come here so generously, so patiently to share with us. If we would only stop and listen. So I invite you right now to find a comfortable position as we go on this short journey communication, where you're going to be asking for a personal message and also ask for guidance for humanity and the planet, and then finally how you can personally help animals across the planet. And you can invite your own animal companion to be close to you as you wish, or the image of Mufasa or one of the other lionesses or sentients to come in now. So let's begin. And as I said, just find a comfortable position where you can keep your back straight, your feet connecting down into the great molten lava core of the earth and up to the top of the heavens above through your crown chakra, creating this beautiful magnetic attraction through this golden cord activation. And just connecting with your breath now as it rises and falls with each in-breath through your nostril, allowing your breath to slow and flow, breathing in light and love. And with every exhale, allowing any dark thoughts, feelings, expectations leave you now. Breathing in light and love. Breathing out darkness, fear, and isolation. And notice as you continue to breathe, that the darkness dissipates and you're breathing in light and love, exhaling light and love, peace and appreciation across the whole of the world. And as you bring awareness to your heart space, this place of resting in love and compassion, feel this beautiful ball of golden white platinum rays, this healing light expanding out from your heart, connecting in with the heart of the earth, the oceans, the sentience, to Mufasa and Suraya, feeling calm and relaxed as you make this heart-to-heart connection, your heart beating as one with the heartbeat of these lions. And now I want you to imagine that you have driven along this dusty road and arrived at this rehabilitation center. And as you get out of the car, you notice the scent and the sound of lions roaring and communicating with each other. And as you gaze off into the distance, you see giraffes gracefully nibbling the acacia trees. And as you keep walking along this dirt path through the grass, you come to an enclosure where you meet Mufasa and Suraya. And as you stop in front of them, you notice the birds singing. Behind you, there are other endangered species around you, cheetahs, lions, vultures, all resting here, being cared for. And as you bring your attention back, you make heart-to-heart connection with Mufasa and his companion, Suraya. And as you soften your eyes, focus on a point just above his eyes, or perhaps you connect with Suraya. Choose who you're going to connect now, because both these magnificent lions are holding the cosmic web of the collective lion collective. And now, with deep reverence and regard, connect with Mufasa, and you may feel him coming close. Maybe you feel his breath on your face. his strong presence close by. And just allow Suraya to enter into your heart space now too. Become aware of the folds in their skin, the hair between their paws, their beautiful tawny mane crowning his face. And when you become aware of Mufasa or Suraya, acknowledge them both and thank him and her for coming to connect with you today, being here with you now in this time of great uncertainty for them, and finding your center, your stillness. Keep your focus on Mufasa's eyes and Suraya's face. They are here with you to empower you on your own communication journey, and offer up a thank you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. And now take a moment to send great admiration for their own unique beauty and presence. And perhaps write down some of the physical attributes, the qualities that you notice about Mufasa or Suraya, these beasts. And now I want you to reconnect heart to heart. And in your mind's eye, I want you to ask Mufasa or Suraya to offer you some personal advice, and trust that both or either one of them will connect heart to heart, look right into your soul as you ask. Please, may you offer me some personal guidance right now. And make a note now, or just remember what he or she has told you in reply to your ask. And now ask him, what advice do you have for humanity and the planet? Do you have any guidance for the future path that humanity needs to take if we are to come back to our hearts and save ourselves, save this beautiful blue planet from extinction, save the sentient beings from extinction? And again, remember what he or she has told you, or make a few notes now. And now ask Mufasa or Suraya or both of them, how can I help animals, the trees, the plants, the sentience around the world? And just be open to what they have to offer you as you ask. Is there a way, a better way, that I can be a greater contribution to you? animals and to nature around the world, or in my part of the world. Ask it now. And remember what they tell you, and thank them for offering this guidance, and that you will do whatever it takes to follow through on the guidance and requests. And Mufasa has asked me to ask you to ask him who he really is, who Suraya is. And this may be a particular energy or life purpose or soul contract that he or she has come here to fulfill. So ask him now, who are you really? What did you come here to experience as Mufasa, as Suraya, as part of the Lion Collective? And remember what they have to say. And I want you to go back to the qualities that you first used to describe Mufasa and Suraya. See if anything's changed. Are you aware of his and her qualities of strength and resilience, of lion-hearted leadership, of wisdom, of bravery, of assertiveness? Whatever it is, write that down now. And before you leave him, I want you to leave these lions with a more positive vision of a dream that you have, where there is a respective exchange between species of mindful regard and mutual cooperation, and also acknowledgement that each animal is their own individual being that has their own choices, their own dreams, their own thoughts and feelings. And hold a vision now of a world where all animals are here to teach us as sentient beings, as all feeling beings. And that you will tap into your lion-hearted leadership for this new vision of a world that thrives, where animals and people are treated as equal, where Mufasa is instilling in you a presence of courage and strength, and where everything is possible. And bring to mind any messages that you have received from Suraya as well. Thank them both for the time and the wisdom and guidance that they have shared with you today. And now, as you prepare to leave, thank them again for their courage, for their generosity, for their presence. And anything that you wish to give them now, remember that you can revisit them at any time, as can they communicate with you. Just let them know they're not alone, that there are people that see the great sacrifice that they have been through, that lies ahead still, that those that came before them, that lived well and died well, have to share with us all. And as you get up to leave, Walk back to your car along this grassy path. Acknowledge the other animals and birds that have been holding you in silent support as you connected with Mufasa and Suraya. And slowly wiggle your fingers and toes as you reach your car. Open your eyes. Orient yourself to the ring in. And perhaps take a moment now to write down any information or messages that either Mufasa or Suraya shared with you. And if you're willing to stay connected to your own lion heart, comment below. What was one or two things that they shared with you? One of the things that Suraya said to me is, look at the destruction that you humans are doing, that it is time to live in harmony, that we need to stop now. We need to stop consuming. We need to stop feeling like there is lack and scarcity on the planet, because we are creating that ourselves amongst our own, so in other species. And he asked that we move forward in harmony, in mutual cooperation to achieve preservation of not only our species, but the preservation of the whole animal kingdom and the earth and the ocean herself. And this is one of the things that I am often reminded of by domestic animals, by the horses, the wolves, the wild ones, that we are the ones that need to rise up and use our voices to say no more, no more. What will you choose now that you have received this precious gift of this heart-to-heart connection from these two beautiful spokeslions for the collective day? Dig deep, my friends, for hope and faith to nourish and to heal and to lift up, so that we can return to be the planet, the guardians, the stewards of the earth, not the destroyers. And if you resonated with this short guided meditation, please let me know and share what guidance and wisdom you received from Mufasa or Suraya, or perhaps another sentient that you know, that you care about. Because together we can go so much further than we can apart. And there is no time for later. We are beyond the tipping point. I see you. I thank you for the small choices that you make, for each step that you take that brings you closer to your heart's calling. your soul work, and that we cannot drown in hopelessness. Each life we touch, each small change we make adds up. Don't stop, please. Mufasa's message is keep going, be brave, stand up for what matters the most to you, and fight for that without going into resistance or judgment. Stand up in peace and love for what you know is possible. And I will meet you there.